But speaking of SmackDown, as you're aware, Daniel Bryan is barred from SmackDown. Now, when they said that, I originally thought, well, Daniel Bryan could be, that means he could be going to Raw, he could go to NXT, wrestle some of the guys over there. But then we got this news earlier this week, and I had no idea. This came out of left field. Apparently, when Daniel Bryan fought Roman Reigns on SmackDown last week for the Universal Championship, that was Daniel Bryan's last night in WWE. Period. His contract has officially expired. That came out of left field. I had no idea. I honestly thought Bryan's contract didn't end until fall. But apparently it ended. So at this moment, Bryan is no longer with WWE. He's a free agent. In other words, he can literally go anywhere he wants right now. He could show up to AEW next Wednesday. He could go to New Japan, MLW, Impact. He could go anywhere he wants. That's huge. Now, there is a possibility Bryan could come back to WWE. Maybe he just wants to take a break. Spend time with his family. Rest up a little bit. And then maybe he'll sign a new contract with WWE. Because Brock Lesnar's a free agent. But a lot of people are assuming he was going to come back to WWE. And I do believe Brock will come back to WWE. So it could be a similar situation with Bryan. Bryan just might want some time off. Spend time with some family. And then when the time comes, he'll probably sign a new contract with WWE. But here's the thing. And a lot of people have pointed this out. Not saying this is going to happen. But Daniel Bryan's a free agent. Samoa Joe will officially be a free agent in summer. In a couple months now. Because he still has that 90-day no-compete clause. And CM Punk is a free agent who has yet to wrestle a match. You have Punk, Bryan, and Joe right now as free agents. And all three of these men, in just a few months, could wrestle anywhere they want. If I were any wrestling organization right now, I'd be doing whatever I can to make sure I get those guys. Can you imagine a Punk, Joe, Bryan match? A three-way? For like an independent show or some sort of just any show in particular? You're not going to tell me that won't draw? Or just having one of them in an organization? They're already teasing on Impact and Samoa Joe might be coming back to Impact. Daniel Bryan could go to AEW. We could see Punk. Punk said he would love to wrestle Will Ospreay in New Japan. That's because it's a different opponent. Punk and Ospreay, you're telling me that won't be a big match, dude? Daniel Bryan is a free agent. He can wrestle literally right now anywhere he wants. This is huge. I don't know what's going to happen with Bryan. I don't know if he's going to go with another wrestling company. I have no idea. But at the end of the day, this is huge. WWE lost one of their bigger stars in Daniel Bryan. And now he could go wherever he wants. He could challenge Will Ospreay for the heavyweight championship later down the road. He could go challenge Omega for AEW World Title. He could go Impact. He could go MLW. He can wrestle on Independence. Or he can sign with WWE. Maybe have some sort of exclusive deal. I have no idea, but at this moment, Daniel Bryan's a free agent. He can do whatever he wants right now. And if I were every wrestling company, I'd be bringing out those dollar bill signs and say, Bryan, I'd be working my... If I were any wrestling company right now and I heard Daniel Bryan's a free agent, I'd do whatever it takes to get him on my show. But personally, sign him to a contract. I'd be that desperate. I'd be hauling ass to make sure I get Bryan on my show. But this makes everything just very intriguing. But Bryan now a free agent. So I'm very excited and definitely curious to see what's going to happen. But I do see Bryan taking some time off for the moment to spend time with his family, rest his neck and all that. But eventually, we are going to see him back in the ring. But the question is, when is he going to come back in the ring, and which ring is he going to be wrestling for? That's my curiosity.